Yeah, we're good.
I guess welcome to Lake Mac Strongman's LMS Strong Talk's first ever podcast.
Yep.
I got Wilso Splonkel here with me, Luke Wilson. I guess we're the co-founders of Lake Mac Strongman, and we wanted to do this to get the word out about Strongman in the area and things like that.
Yeah, so why have you wanted to talk today?
What do I... tell our story.
Yeah.
Is more of what I wanted to talk about today is our story. You being my coach, how we came to meet, and all that sort of stuff. So
how we meet?
How do we meet?
Yeah.
Thanks. Well, originally I was
all the questions off onto you.
Thanks, mate. I was training at Anytime Fitness, just doing general strength work. Realised I had some potential to be strong.
Was that at Belmont or Rutherford?
I was first at Belmont. Then I went out to Rutherford because it was close to work, where I met a lovely young lady by the name of Eliza.
Who I used to work with for a long time.
Who used to work at Wallsend.
Yep.
Then I tried a couple of the trainers there at Rutherford, wasn't happy with the way they trained me, looked for another coach, and Eliza recommended you. You were out at Wallsend. I made the trip out there. We met, and basically we hit it off. So
I think I actually come up to Rutherford. Did I come up and meet you up there, or
no? I went to Wallsend.
I remember going up there once. Maybe it's just to talk to Eliza. I don't know.
It was, yeah.
Oh, I was going to teach classes up there. That's why I went up there.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so you're coming out to Wallsend. You taking photos, Dylan? Yeah, good.
Awesome.
Good on you. Yeah, come to Wallsend. You tried my really shitty yoke, which is a fucking horrendous piece of shit. Like, how would you explain walking with that yoke? It's pretty much so the actual bar itself is about the thickness of an axle.
Yeah.
And the whole yoke itself is, I don't know, like 17 kilos maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty light.
Compared to our 60 kilo yoke.
Yeah, it's not a fun yoke.
Yeah, like, so I can do, on that yoke, I reckon my max was probably about 190, and it was just fucking disgraceful to carry it. Plus, the fact that Wallsend is on a slope, like a decline.
Yeah.
But you come onto a decent yoke like ours, and I think I've hit like 270 on that yoke.
Yeah, well, I've taken 320 for a quick 5 meter stroll on that. So.
And then the ones out at New Strength, that they felt quite good. They're decent yokes.
They're top of the line. So
yeah, compared to what we've got.
I guess from there I competed in my first comp.
Sorry, we just went on like a massive tangent about yoke.
Yeah, we just went on a yoke run there. I started obviously training for my first comp after going and doing a class at Coal City.
Yep.
Where I first time ever touching a log, hit a 100 kilo log, which was pretty impressive to me. Under your coaching, I competed at PTC's comp. Then I guess the rest was history in regards to you and I trained under you for 2 more comps.
You ended up hitting 125 log at a comp?
No, 120 at comp. I've done 125 at training.
Yeah.
I got a bit greedy and went for a 130 instead of just hitting the 125. In hindsight, wouldn't have changed the overall results of that comp. Whether I hit 125 or 130, I still came out third.
It was also quite good in that comp. Yeah.
That was a really good comp. Then we went down to PTC to do their Wrath of something. I can't remember the name of that comp.
Starts with I, or is that coming up?
No, that's coming up.
Yeah.
Wrath of Odin, I think it was, that Odin. I did last year. Not last year, the year before.
2018.
2018. That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm old.
Yeah.
There is where sort of Lake Mac Strongman sort of maybe got its initial conception. I tore my Achilles doing a chain yoke, spent a week in hospital, rehab, blah, 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 blah. Couldn't go out to Coal City to train anymore due to the fact that it's at Beresfield. I live in Belmont. So he's talking to Luke and my new coach at that time, I went on a bit of a tangent and wanted to try a new coach just to get fitter.
Yeah.
Because Luke and I had become really good mates, and I tend not to listen to my mates.
Yeah, so if I give you like some really good, decent conditioning, and I'm like, this is going to make you really fit, and you're like, oh, you're my mate, I'm probably just not going to do that, eh? So.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we tend not to listen to our mates, so that's why I went on a different tangent and got Industrial Fitness on board with me and made some serious gains there, and obviously some serious fitness gains as well.
Made some very static gains. You're able to press from sitting down a lot of weight.
Yeah, well, I think 120 on an 8-inch log, seated log press was probably my best at the point.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
So shout out to Sam.
Yeah, shout out to Sam, Industrial Fitness. He looked after me for a while, took me through some comps. Obviously, I've always had Luke by my side, like one-on-one coaching as well. I guess.
Yeah, I've always been here to show you like some technique shit.
Yeah.
Like even when you were with Sam, I was showing you shit like the split jerk and everything. And
yeah, exactly. I guess because of my injury, I bought a whole heap of gear.
Yeah.
Just to train myself, and Luke and I sort of went, well, why don't we do our own? You've got most of the gear now. Why don't we do our own thing? And we got Tracy from Body 360 sort of in talks, and we started out there on the 23rd of January last year. Did our first strongman class out there, and yes, the rest is history.
Yeah, really got to give a massive shout out to Tracy though. Like I'm gonna get rid of these for a second. Really got to give a massive shout out to Tracy because she gave us a home for a long time. For what was it like? Up until August, September, I think.
September, October, I think.
September, because we came here, I think the end of September, I think it was.
Yeah.
So she gave us a home, which Dylan came out to. I really wish that you could see Dylan. He's really, there you go.
He's a cool dude.
And she also gave us a home to hold our first novice comp.
Yes.
You good?
I was just reading the notes.
Yeah. Novice comp. Let's talk about the novice comp back in August last year.
Wow, what a comp that was.
You weren't there for that one, were you?
No, you missed it.
Sook.
I think I was going to.
Yeah, pretty sure you were.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
I'm
pretty sure you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was right. You fuck your shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Chasing someone else's dog.
Yeah.
That's real clever, eh?
Never again.
Never again. No more chasing dogs. Okay, so
Let's see if we can remember the actual events. So we started off with a carry and load medley.
yeah, not many people like that either.
That was my fault, and I don't give a fuck. And then we did. So what was it? We had an
Fireman's carry.
an old boxing bag that I have.
Yep.
Which is like 30 kilos, whatever.
Yep.
2 kegs, and then a really heavy sandbag.
No, at fireman's carry, sandbag, keg 1,
2,
keg 2.
yeah, right.
Stone.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I forgot the stone. Then we had... Shit. Was it log after that? Yeah, it was log. It was 3 lift max log.
Yeah, 3 lift max log.
And then we saw some pretty fucking decent numbers come up then.
Yeah, Reese Kirby, first comp.
150 tried to get up?
Yeah, he attempted a 150 and failed. I think the 150 got the 140 bar.
Like, the 150 was like here, because I've got the video on my phone.
Yeah, it's crazy. So a bit about Reese. Reese went on to compete at Static Monsters last year.
Yeah, he's a freak, man. He's awesome.
160 kilo log. Give you an idea of... Don't sit there and shake your head. He did it. It was like... And I've got to compete against him. I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
So after log, we had the Body 360 mystery event. Now, this was death by cardio.
What was it? It was
I can remember the men's.
some sort of number of calories
60
on a
cal air bike ride.
bike and then a rower.
Then a 30 cal row.
Was it 40 cal?
Might have been 40. No, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it
sure.
was 60, 40,
40.
and then the women were less.
Yeah, I think it was 30, 20 for women.
Yeah. And then a farmer's carry up around the car park entrance, then
And
back. And there were quite a few people who didn't finish that.
Yeah, there was lots of people who didn't finish that. I'm not putting my hand up at all.
What was the next one?
The deadlift.
Deadlift medley.
Deadlift medley.
That was fun to watch.
It was, especially the last implement.
Yeah.
The duck walk deadlift.
Stay there. I'm going to go and get the duck walk.
Yeah, you go get the duck walk. I'll just talk about it. So, we started off with axle deadlift, then frame deadlift, then
There you go.
a standard barbell deadlift. Yeah, that's the duck walk. And then a deadlift with this mean contraption. Can you see that on the camera? Yeah, cool. For the open men, they had to do 240 kilos on that. Oh, you and your freaking chalk, hey. Use straps. It's easier. Don't put chalk everywhere.
That chalk or sand?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Either way, you're in trouble for it.
so what we do, it was it a regular barbell?
No, it was axle.
No, it was a frame first, actually.
No, it was axle.
Oh, was it?
Axle, frame, barbell, duck walk.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. 100%.
Whatever it was.
It's pretty cool.
It's fun to watch.
And then you had the crucifix hold. It was the last event.
Yeah.
That was pretty evil too.
I'm not too certain. I keep burping and drinking a fucking soft drink. I'm not too certain what the max time was. Yeah, I fucking got water as well.
You drink your soft drink, mate. I'll drink water. Like a good boy.
Hydration. All right.
Hydration.
I don't know what the max time was on that. I have a feeling that the women actually may have got the most time.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think there was a couple of the under women who just annihilated
I
it.
think Bev got a pretty big time. I think maybe Elise.
Actually, come to think of it, wasn't that their first comp?
That was Elise's first strongman comp, definitely. And then her partner rocked up on the day and was like, "Hey, can I have a go?" And then fucking won his category.
Yeah. Freak.
Yeah.
Strong as shit.
I'm not sure about Grace and Bev. I think they may have done. Oh, they've done I'm pretty sure they've done CrossFit comps before that, but I think that might have been their first strongman comp.
That's pretty cool. They're off to
That's
Arnold's.
awesome. Yeah, they've come a long way in less than a year.
Yeah, definitely. They're off to
Like
Arnold's in a
8
couple of
months.
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else we got after that?
Progression through. We're not even finished talking about where the club went.
No, we haven't.
All right, so we did the novice comp. That was sick. We moved out to the shed, which
We're at.
you can see now we've managed to gather a lot
Some
of
serious gear now,
yeah.
so
a
that's
lot
really cool.
of shite out here.
It's better than my garage, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. And then I don't know, we've seen a fair few people come through here.
Yeah.
And then we decided at the start of the bushfire season that we would do a fundraiser for RFS and for wires.
Yep.
Called Deadlift for Dollars. And we held that again out at Body 360. So thank you, Tracy, for that. We also went on to ABC Radio, broadcast statewide. We all shit our pants whilst on there. We spoke about obviously the fundraiser. What did we end up raising? Just over $6.5 grand.
$6,650 was the exact number. It was like $6,612 or something, and I just threw in the rest to make it a nice mint number.
Yeah, that really like that hit here for me. Like to see all that that massive amount of people coming out to support not only us as a club, but like
The cause.
the cause. Just random people rocking up. Like there were people who rocked up to watch. Get in the car. There was people who rocked up just to watch, who were then like, "Oh, hey, can I come over go?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, you can have a go." So I said, "Go."
Yeah, I guess
You can have a go. Yeah.
I guess we're not in what's it called? I can't remember the name of that song. Yeah, because you're going go go.
Stack.
Short stack.
Shimmy, shimmy, go, go.
Shimmy, go.
Oh my god.
Nah, I'll be right, thanks.
The Mudgee crew.
Fuck yeah.
They raised $1,500 on their own, I believe.
Yeah.
That's huge.
And they were pulling some big numbers. Like Dylan
took it out.
Yeah, 315 kilo deadlift.
And like no straps.
And it looked like he had more left.
Easily.
Yeah.
He pulled it like it was nothing. So.
And then, what did Damien pull? He pulled like 270, I think.
Yeah, Damien pulled a 260, 270, something like that. Yeah,
He's 270.
it's still a fairly big number.
Yeah.
But
by the way, Damien, like absolute top dog for giving us all the...
Grizzly Performance gear.
Yeah.
Coming on board, donated a heap of straps, wraps. We use them here now.
Every single day. I use them every single time I train.
They're really, really good. So he donated every person who competed in that got something from Grizzly.
Yep.
And Millionaire Gymwear also donated a heap of bottles, so that was cool.
So after the very successful charity fundraiser,
Yeah.
then pretty much, I don't know.
Well, we all went out to the Coal City National Qualifier, actually.
Yes, up at Medowie.
Where I was MC.
You've done that for a couple of gigs now.
Yeah, I tend to like talking.
Yeah.
It's probably why I'll do okay at this.
Yeah, we supported...
Which was an RFS fundraiser as well. So we helped them, supported that.
Yeah.
Highlight of the day there was probably when my mate Benny goes, if you can get $500 donation, I'll pull the truck. Next thing I know, I got $500 in my hand. It's like, suck.
That's awesome for them to hold that.
Yeah, where we had two competitors in that, actually. We had
Jake and Mel?
Jake and Mel, yeah. Bam Bam and Melticulous, both in that. Bam Bam, unfortunately, only just missing out on his qualifying.
But let's just talk about how we got to that position.
Yeah, okay, so let's talk about how Bam Bam got to that.
He fucking swept through his last three competitions.
Which was I'll talk about it. All right, so last year, Lake Mac Strongman, New Strength, and Coal City all held a novice comp at the end of the year. They were all about 6 weeks apart.
Yeah.
We, as the presidents of all the clubs, got together and we called it the Novice Strongman Series.
Like Newcastle Novice.
Yeah, the Hunter Novice Strongman Series, whatever we called it. Whoever got the most points at the end of that in each weight division got a free ride into Coal City's national qualifier. Bam Bam won all three.
He fucking sorted it, man. And I'm pretty sure our comp was his first comp.
Our comp was his first comp. He annihilated that. He's a very, very strong man. Unfortunately, doesn't have a lot of time to train on implements.
Yeah.
And that's where he had the letdown on the stones, unfortunately. Dude's got the strength there.
100%.
It's there. It's just more of a technique thing. And we are going to help him with that. So
Yeah, so he had a 150 kilo stone at that comp.
That's pretty heavy stone.
And I think the heaviest stone he's lifted is 100 kilos.
Yeah, which is our 100 kilo stone.
Yeah, for reps.
For reps.
But that's what I said to him on the day. I was like, man, if you had practice on a 150 kilo stone, you would have fucking slaughtered that.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Agree with that. Mel. Let's talk about Mel at that comp.
Let's just talk about Mel in general.
Let's talk about Mel in general.
So she came in. So the thing about Mel is that she was messaging us on the Instagram like, hey, I want to come and try out some strongman stuff.
Even at our comp time.
Yeah. Yeah, she was actually. So she was messaging us, asking us to come and, she was asking if she can come and try out some strongman stuff. And we were trying to get her to come out to, that was when we were kind of like in the like transition between 360 and your shed and then this shed. It was in that transition time because it was about August, September that she came out.
She finally came out, yeah. That's a funny story with that, actually. And I'll probably cover that story with her when I talk to her about women in strength sports and stuff like that.
Yep. So she came out, what was her first comp? She did the Coal City comp.
Coal City.
And then she did New Strength with us.
And then Singleton.
And she pulled triple her body weight.
Yeah, for the new national deadlift record for her weight division in strongman.
Yeah, man, she's been fun to coach. Like, she pretty much
fun.
Fun. She's been fun to coach. So like,
nah, she's good.
No, she'll if you tell her to do something, she'll do it. Like, she'll probably be like, I don't want to do that, but I will. And then
100%.
And then what she's done, she went to Penrith after that.
Yep, at the Arnold's qualifier.
And she was up against some pretty intense competition there.
Yeah, well, the girls down there have been competing for a long, long time and have competed at Arnold's level.
Well,
so
I think, was it Camilla? I think.
Camilla, and a few others there, yeah.
I think I've seen Camilla do 150 kilo stone. 140 maybe.
Yeah, I think it was Camilla who got the 150.
Yeah, 150. So that's pretty fucking insane.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, Mel, like, she can rep that 100 kilo stone that we have here.
Oh, yeah, 100%. We've seen her do it, so...
Yeah. Multiple times.
Took her a while to get to it, but it was her goal to do the 100, and we've tweaked her technique.
Well, hang on, because like, let's just the first stone that she did, what was like a 60, 70, something like that.
No, I think the heaviest stone she hit in the first run was 80.
80,
yeah,
and then to go up to 100 kilo stone. I think that took her maybe like a month and a half.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
Yeah, it wasn't fucking long at all.
We just had to tweak the technique, and once she had that technique down, it's she reps that like no problem anymore. So.
Yeah, man. And we've just got a new stone coming up that actually you, Nat, and Mel made.
Yeah.
How heavy is that? 115? 110?
We approximate between 110, 115.
So she'll obviously be like throwing that over the top of the shed when we get it here.
Yeah, I want to lift it first, but
You can do what you fucking want to do.
because I don't want to
touch
lift it. I don't want to lift it with tacky. I just want to go raw first.
The 115 should be the one stone we've got with no tacky on it.
Yeah, 100%. You know that's not going to happen, eh?
Oh, by the way, Dylan, who's behind the camera, said he was going to come and do some stones while we're doing the podcast.
Do you want me to get the tie down for you, mate?
You should definitely do some stones. Just don't hurt yourself.
Get the waiver out.
Yeah, you've already signed enough waivers, you'll be right.
Underneath there,
Where am I dropping them onto?
onto a tire with the blanket in it.
I'm up there.
Nah, I'll get it down for you. Hey, you just keep talking, Luke. I'll get this down for him.
All right. So while we're here, I'll talk about how we met Dylan, which isn't really much of a story because Dan only met Dylan not long ago. But I used to play in a band with Dylan a long time ago. We were graciously known as the best band in Newcastle. We pulled lots of shows, lots of chicks, lots of drugs.
Drugs where?
We're
Oh, look at that.
yeah, look at that. Ooh, up on your shoulder.
Woo! Yeah, for those who don't know, that's a stone to shoulder. In traditional
Yeah, that's all right.
traditional training shoes here at Lake Mac. Yeah.
Oh, Dylan, come and sit down. Have a chat about your experience with Strongman.
Okay.
Yeah.
So talk about, I don't know, when you first came in.
Is this thing? Can you hear me? Because I don't
Yeah, I
have
can
headphones
hear
on.
In here? Yep.
Okay, so I think it was before I injured myself and before I started my own podcast, which was around April last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
So sort of first quarter of 2019 when I was invited to come join Lake Mac Strongman, and I did come fairly often. I'm buggered after that start, as you can probably tell. I came quite often. I was coming week to week almost, and I really got a good feel for how to increase my deads and learn a lot of good things from these two blokes, and especially became a big fan of the log press,
It's
which was my favourite. And I've recently found a gym in Newcastle, well, close to home, which has a log, which is very surprising, but I've been able to use
really?
it again. Yeah.
Where?
iGym at Curry.
oh yeah,
that's
yeah.
where-
Jim Curry's got logs.
Like a
That's
little
where
log.
Windle trains, isn't it? Or
Windle current, I think, trains there. I've seen Toby train there. Mason,
yeah.
Big Mason's known to train there.
Shout out to iGym. You don't see many implements like that in a commercial gym.
No,
Yeah,
not
so
at
I
all.
was very surprised. So I've been going there over the past couple of weeks or so with a friend just to sort of, now I've got the fitness passport too. I can pretty much go to most gyms in Newcastle. So I go to the ones that have those kind of equipment, those sorts of things, especially close to home. It wasn't until
On that, we don't have fitness passport.
that's cool. Yeah. Up until a point where, as they said earlier in the episode, that I decided to chase a dog on the beach one day, went for a dive, popped my shoulder clean out of its socket, complete dislocation, and it kind of threw me out of the game for quite a while, and it's still not quite up to speed. So doing overhead presses like the log, for example, which I was the biggest fan of, I could no longer do. So I did eventually, though, focus on my deadlift, where at one training session here, I managed to pull the 200 kilo deadlift, which has been my biggest so far.
Yeah,
Pushing you
nice.
and pushing you. Fucking
Yeah.
I think I even shot some ammonia in your nose.
Oh, that was the first, and then the next day I bought some. So, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your
So-
opinion on ammonia?
In terms of doing lots of research, in terms of just lots of Googling, there's sort of information where people are saying it's no good, it is good, it's no good, it is good, but it doesn't really matter.
Yep.
I've been using it almost every single time. But it certainly does allow you to perform at your peak. And it opens up all your capillaries, and yeah, it certainly does help if you want to.
Got some.
It certainly does help if you want to get to that next level. But these guys will sort you out if you ever come train with Lake Mac Strongman.
Yeah, nice.
Cool.
Thanks,
guys.
Dylan.
Also, just on that, Dylan was going to come and do the deadlift for dollars day, and then he got you had a chest infection or
Very bad chest infection.
very bad chest infection. But he rocked up to just watch and support and everything, and I was like, "Oh, you should like come and pull some deadlifts, even though you're sick." And then what'd you get? 180.
180.
180.
Failed on the 180.
That's still smart.
So you got 170 with a chest infection, and you hadn't deadlifted since that day when you pulled 200. You told me.
That's crazy. That's excellent.
That's pretty fucking cool. And then
100%.
I tapped out at 160 because I'm a little bitch.
All right, so we've done the deadlift dollars. What was after that? We talked about our competitors competing.
Yep.
I guess what's next is we've got what is next? Ladies' Day.
Ladies' Day on the 29th.
28th, 29th. I don't know.
I'll get the calendar
The
up.
Saturday.
Sunday.
It's Saturday.
Saturday, 29th.
Saturday morning. Yeah, 29th.
Just under 2 weeks away. The ladies are going to be doing the second Ladies' Day. Ladies' Day number 2. I've got some pretty interesting shit organised for you ladies. I think there's going to be actually a fair amount of them coming.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to chuck you all on the yoke. Definitely going to put you all on the stones.
Yeah.
Because I told them not to last time and they did anyway. So I was like, well then, more stones for you. So
I'm surprised they haven't got the log out.
I reckon if any ladies are watching this before the Ladies' Day, get the log out. Actually, get the really big one, the one that looks really intimidating. Get that and rep it. No, seriously. I bet some of you could.
Actually, yeah.
100% bet some of you could.
There's probably 2 that I can think of that would. Yeah. 100%.
Well, I've seen Mel get a 10-inch log up.
Yeah.
Like so at her Penrith comp, I think she cleaned it like 5 times.
Yeah.
In less than 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And that was maybe the second time she touched a 10-inch log. Second time she touched a 10-inch log.
Okay, we know what Wilso has on his mind. Baby arms.
Okay. Anyway.
I need another water.
Yep. You're not having mine. Anyway, so what's next? We've got
We got
Ladies' Day.
Ladies' Day.
And then we've got
our comp.
Our competition is up on the...
No. Nat's comp first down at PTC. Nat's going for a first competition for the year.
What's that date?
28th of March? There somewhere. March 28th.
Yeah, nice. What are her events at that? Do you know? Like she should know because you're coaching her.
Oh, I should know. I'm coaching her. So she's got a yoke run. I believe that's 150 for 20. She has axle clean and press for reps. She has power stairs. That'll be a new one for her.
I've actually done a fair bit of work. Well, not a fair bit, but I've done a decent amount of work with her on the power stairs. Like we went over to the staircase over there, which was absolutely fucking shocking.
Yeah.
So I actually put her on.
Yeah, I've seen the video on the trolley.
Yeah.
She's got some speed, eh?
Oh, fuck yeah. So she was initially just stepping up onto it, and I was like, no. If you want to beat your competition, you've got to be like snappy on that.
Yeah, jump.
So taught her some techniques to try and jump up onto the stairs. I really think that's gonna. It's one of those things that you can't really train for because no one really has 3 or 5 very large stairs just available.
Unless you
unless you go down to like where the actual competition's being held. So you kind of have to try and find different ways to train for it.
100%.
So yeah, she's got yoke, power stairs. What's the next one?
Axle clean and press.
Axle clean and press, which she's fucking smashing at the moment.
Yeah, killed it. Killed it last night training.
What's the 4th one she's got?
Frame deadlift.
Frame deadlift, which again she's smashing.
I wouldn't be surprised if she hits a 190, 200 on that.
Yeah, nice.
And then the stone, 60 kilo stone for reps.
Which she's
well and truly got that in the bag. I think she'll do well.
So that's Nat's comp. And then we've got our competition.
Literally the next week.
Yep, on the 4th
of April, yeah.
4th of April. It's going to be held at Gateshead
Tavern
and Motel.
Yep. It's a good place, eh? Yeah. To hold the strongman comp.
No, Gateshead's good.
So we've been lucky they've let us use their car park for that comp.
Yeah, thank you.
That'll be 5 events. We've released 2.
We've released the yoke and keg medley.
Yep.
We
we've
have
also
released the overhead medley.
overhead medley.
We've got 3 more that we have to release.
Well, I can release this one now. The mystery event.
Mystery event.
There'll
There
be
you go.
the other one that'll be released tonight. So today is Sunday. Yes, Sunday.
Sunday?
Sunday the 16th of February, when we're recording this. The other one that'll be released today is the double overhand axle deadlift. Now, no straps, no nothing to hold that bar except your little fingers.
Chalk?
Yeah, you can use chalk, but that's it. It'll be for a 3 lift max, so whatever you can lift from the ground to your hips in a deadlift with double overhand on an axle, that'll be what you do.
Are you allowed to drop?
No drops.
No drops?
No, it's got to be lowered in a reasonable fashion.
No, I mean, like, so so are we going to give them like a 60-second time limit to get the bar up? So,
Oh yeah, you got
yeah.
a minute to make your lift.
Yeah, cool. So
Um,
so they can drop it if they like get it to here and they start to hitch and like, no, fuck this, I'm gonna reset.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right.
And you can hitch in Strongman too, so that's
Yeah, you can do
okay.
whatever you want, pretty much.
Hitching ain't bitching.
Then we've got another event that we're not going to release. I'm still I'm and ahhing about those weights.
The last one.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it too. I'm just trying to figure out if we should. Anyway,
Anyway, yeah.
that's not for the podcast. So that's going to be 4th of April, Gateshead Tavern and Motel. What is it? $60 rego fee.
That gives you a comp shirt too.
Yeah, comp shirt, which is going to be sick.
Always is.
What else?
We got a lot of. So far, we've got a couple of sponsors on board. You know what we're like with our comps. We have prizes and stuff. We like giving out prizes and stuff to the competitors.
Yep.
Like seeing them happy, get something for their event. Then after that, you go away.
Yeah, I'm going away for a bit for a new job. I'll be back hopefully. I'll pop in and out.
Yep.
From now until from April until like October, I think I'm away.
Which makes me head coach.
I'm head coach from afar.
Interim head coach Dan. Sorry.
Yeah, so like I'll still keep doing, like, I've got online clients and stuff that I deal with and everything, and like
Yep.
I'll still like send programming to you guys if you need it. But
Yep.
So I suppose the plan is while I'm away, which we spoke about with Joel, is what, just to kind of hustle down and.
Yeah, sort of just hustle down. We've got competitors competing at New South Wales state titles. We've got competitors competing at a qualifier.
Yep.
For that, at the end of April, I guess just sort of get them ready, get them through that. Nationals is always around August.
Yep.
So get them through that as well. And then later on in the year, hang on, we'll just wait till old mate's finished doing his revving. Is he done? Yep, cool.
Yep.
Later on in the year, we will host a New South Wales state qualifier for New South Wales 2021.
Which I really hope I'm around for.
I hope you are too,
Fucking really hope I'm around for that.
because I need the help. Not because I like you or anything, but
Just because you want some muscle.
I need some muscle here. So that's sort of where we are heading this year, I guess.
Yep.
Um,
How much time do we have, Dylan? Do you want to have like a time cap or?
30 minutes in. So
oh, we got heaps of time.
how long you want to go for?
Well, I want to talk about this.
Yeah, 100%.
What is your? Let's start with the shit first. What's your worst event? Actually, what's your worst event that you have ever trained in training, and worst event that you've ever done in a competition? I bet I can guess the competition.
Oh, they're both the same.
Oh, okay.
Chain yoke.
Chain yoke.
Chain yoke is the worst.
What's your favourite?
Toss up between the two. It'll be either log or monster dumbbell.
I'm just saying hello to the girls.
Woo!
What?
Hello. And yours?
Worst event, yoke. I remember I did a competition once where it literally like pushed my soul out my ass. It was disgusting.
Was that Coal Cities?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I had a pretty gnarly back injury when I went into that competition. It was just, it was pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
My favourite, I like any kind of clean and pressing event. So I like an axle, a barbell, a log.
Yeah.
I like anything that gets from the floor to overhead.
Yeah.
I think it's really like, that's I don't know. I think it's really gratifying, or like it's nice to get something from there that's heavy to there.
Yep.
I don't know. It's awesome.
Cool. I guess our next subject is our picks on upcoming athletes in the strongman scene. I guess we had a quick chat between ourselves earlier about this, and we tended to agree on a lot of them.
Yeah.
So there was obviously the two from New Strength, Annalise
and Grace.
Grace.
Yeah.
Both, fairly new to the strongman circuit.
Mm.
And going to Arnold's. The one I picked was Chris Windle.
Windle, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Competed in his first Opens comp, held his own, 100%.
I'm going to give a pick to these two that are sitting out there giving us judging looks.
Yeah, they are, actually.
2 upcoming athletes in strongman.
Yep.
Your 2 upcoming athletes in strongman. You're doing very well.
So that'd be Natalie Vieper and Mel Green.
Huh?
Woo!
I don't know.
It's strong and sassy.
Who else? Grace's fella's actually pretty strong. Sam,
yeah, he's doing really good too.
I think he's
from
in
what
the
I've
under
seen.
80s, I think.
Very light boy, lifts heavy weights.
Yeah, very strong.
I
I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of who else
so
is
many
around.
of them at the moment in the Hunter region. It's crazy. The sport's actually taking off up here.
Yeah.
You got Reese Kirby is another one that we touched base on earlier. 160 kilo log. That's huge.
When's he competing next?
Dare
Don't know.
say state titles
Yeah, right.
or something like that.
So you probably see some decent numbers thrown
Actually,
up by him.
he's competing at that qualifier.
At ours, or?
No, the Sydney one that I was going to compete in.
Cool.
If I don't have my surgery.
Yeah. What are the numbers he has to hit for that?
Okay, so min numbers for an open men in that was 320 yoke for 5 meters, 130 kilo hand farmers for 5 meters, no drops, 120 log,
Are you hearing these numbers?
260 kilo axle deadlift from the ground, and 130 kilo stone to shoulder.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't compete anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
I'm glad I don't want to compete anymore.
I guess the biggest thing with that really appealed to me was the stone to shoulder. It's one of those events that
How heavy did you say that was?
130. I hate stones, but I love them all at the same time. So yeah.
Gross.
I guess what's next?
We pretty much covered a lot of 38 minutes. Let's just do 40. We'll
We'll do 40.
cut it at 40. So we'll do some plugs for 2C3 Pod.
Yeah, Two's Company, Three's Podcast, Dylan and Mitch. Dylan's kindly agreed to do our producing for us, so we can just turn up, talk, and he does all the fancy stuff.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I guess you can find us on social media.
It's literally just Lake Mac Strongman everywhere. Facebook, Instagram. We don't have Twitter because Twitter sucks.
We will have YouTube.
We'll have YouTube very soon. We'll see.
Hello. Where we've been talking about this for a while. We'll actually start putting up some instructional videos up there as well.
Yep, definitely.
I guess that's it for our first podcast.